It's a beautiful day, and I say welcome to the studios of Poly TV Ilaro. It's time for newspaper review and analysis. My dear Egbon, the professor, Baba Agbalagba himself, Mr. Deji Adeyemi, is here seated with me. You're welcome, Prince.
Yes, indeed. I am seated with you. Yeah, right now.
You're looking nice. You're looking cool.
Well, we keep thanking God for His mercies uh, endureth forever.
Mm. Well, His mercies endureth forever. May He be pleased always.
Amen.
We're beginning today with the front page of a Guardian newspaper. And what that is saying is that the Guardian is looking at the updates on the ongoing trial of the alleged coup plotters. The headline says, Why we planned coup against Tinubu. Why we planned coup against Tinubu, Colonel Maji. The colonel is speaking. He's trying to defend himself before the trial proceedings, saying nobody should see him as a dissident. Rather, he's a patriot. That he was moved to making that move to plan coup against Tinubu because of the level of insecurity, poor economy, and corruption that is ravaging every part of the country. Do you do you buy into his defense?
I don't, and he has to just go there and sort himself out. You see, the fact remains that the known form of government is democracy all over the world now. And I can tell you that trial and failure and triumphs and all the rest of it is how we are going to get there to the ultimate of running our own democracy as it should be. Now, for him to come around and say that he is planning a coup d'etat, because there is inflation, because there is a bad road, there is all sorts of things that we all complain about anyway. So I'm not going to buy that his defense, even though that is always the case with military incursion into governance. And don't forget, I read his defense. Premium Times, I guess, came up with it, and he mentioned there in a written statement that he was being frustrated because he had cause to sit for promotion exams to a brigadier general, and he twice he didn't make it. Yes, that's a form or a source of frustration. But in the meantime, like they say, in life, you win some and you lose some. So he could have kept on going like that. But for him to now plan to truncate this our emerging democracy is not really what I want to subscribe to. Would you believe that we have not had of military incursion into the Nigerian space in the past 30 years? We have always had course. We keep running the system. So I want to say that that's not an excuse at all. It's not an excuse. You should just go in there and face the consequences, and it's just a pity. Even there is a retired major general that is also involved in this. Just take your pension and start eating, and I mean, have a peaceful retirement period. But you went in there to participate, and I think that's That's not too good enough. Even our dear former minister, Silva,
Silver.
was said to have contributed about 400 million naira towards the Porsche. And of course, 400 million naira, almost 2 universities will be set up. and people will benefit from it.
Well,
But so, I don't know.
like you always say, let them have their time.
Yes, in court.
Court.
Of course, they are having it now.
Let's go to politics now, and I'm going to the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. And Daily Trust today is saying 2027 opposition revives coalition against Tinubu. Opposition revives coalition against Tinubu. Don't forget the fact that we now have a body, a group of people that is, they call themselves G100.
That's right.
They want to revive the talks with the Obi, Kwankwaso, Atiku, and all the rest to form an alliance and have a single candidate to challenge the incumbent government or president at 2027 election. Do you see it manifesting?
Well, like they say, 24 hours in politics is a long period. But as things remain, I'm looking at all the factors. I don't see it manifesting. Because what's the source of Atiku being in ADC, as it were? Because PDP was not united. Now, they wanted a coalition in which Obi, Kwankwaso, and Atiku would be together and a few other. That also did not work. Now, Obi moved to NDC, Obi and Kwankwaso. And the way they are going, would they now come back to say that Atiku will now step down for Obi, or Obi will now step down for Atiku? That would be a tall order. I mean, left to me. So, but let's see how it goes, because the only thing, and while they are still planning and doing all these things, APC has started campaigning in a manner. They're doing things, making consultations, doing photo ops, doing a lot of these things. So I don't see them coming together to choose just one candidate. I don't know, because, and generally speaking, I can tell you that it's all because they have ambitions, self interest, and of course, to now say that Atiku should step down for Obi, that would be a tall order, as I said. And I don't see Obi, I mean, Obi and Kwankwaso, they already had divided the thing that, okay, let me go for 4 years. I think you wait for. Kwankwaso is already looking towards 2031.
In fact, there's a response to that move on the front from the presidency on the front page of a Vanguard newspaper, and the story says 2027 Atiku will be Duko's alliance exercise in futility. Tinubu's men.
Yes, to a large extent, but you see, you never say never. But all the same, I think the way things are going, APC seems to have the aces with them, and they can jolly well carry the day, but not until when we go to the polls anyway.
Okay, still talking politics. The front page of a Punch newspaper today says Osun election. Sensitive materials arrive Oshogbo. 30,000 core members mobilized. 30,000 core members mobilized as sensitive materials arrived Oshogbo. That's on the front page of a Punch newspaper. And something similar to that, still on Osun election, NLC women demand free peaceful poll in Osun State. That is on the front page of a Tribune newspaper. NLC women demand free peaceful polls in Oshogbo. So all eyes on Oshogbo in the next couple of days, April 15, to be specific.
Yes.
Osun State, Osun Indigenes, they are going to another round of polls. So far, so good. What do you make of the preparations and the campaigns and the shenanigans?
Well, I will say that my appeal is to the Inspector General of Police. That's IGP Tuji Disu, that he should go in there and stand firm, make sure that violence is virtually eliminated from the process. Would you believe that 27 people have been killed in Osun State just within this period of campaigning? And that is not something that is heartwarming. I mean, because we want to elect people into offices, and then we have to kill ourselves. And it has to stop. It has to stop. So I don't see a reason why we cannot have um, a free and rancor-free elections, and even electioneering, campaigning, and all the rest of it. So it is going to be a litmus test for Joash Amupiton and his team at INEC. The way this is conducted will signal how the general elections itself would, I mean, conduct itself, or rather, the general elections itself would play out. Because as things remain, Osun has always been a tough ground when it comes to politics. You know, it is in Osun that we first heard of what's that word now? Inconclusive elections. You see, but in the meantime, I just wish that INEC will just do what is right, even in result management. When results come streaming in, how these things are transmitted to the IREB and the rest of it, that is into their portal, such that there won't be any manipulations. So this must be taken into consideration.
What do you make of the desperation shown by every stakeholders to the coming election in Osun State? A few days ago, the police were alleging that there were gunshots at one APC rally in a town in Osun State, and a member of the cabinet of the incumbent government in Osun State was fingered as a sponsor of that gunshot, and there were allegations of vote buying. And a few days ago also, there was a serious distribution of rice to electorates, at least to buy their conscience and vote for a particular.
By which of the parties?
No,
or by all parties?
all
Oh,
parties.
thank you. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
What do you make of the desperation?
It is just it is sad that we still need to play our politics this way. Come and take a quarter bag of rice and vote for me. A quarter bag of rice in a household of 5. It won't last 1 month, even when they spread the period that they eat rice, or 10,000 naira. If you want to go to Lagos from here with 10,000 naira, it will not even take you go and come in public transport. Not to talk of if you are taking a car. So we have to de-emphasize all these things, and it is something that has to be done between the led, that is the politicians who are seeking our votes, and even us who are the people to vote them in. We have to look at what are the what are they doing? You get what I mean? That is, whichever party, either the incumbent or even those who are seeking to go into government, what are the things that they have done for the people? Even as individuals, you could, but it is not come and take rice, come and take 10,000 naira. That won't help Nigeria. It won't help our society. So we have to start thinking inwards or out of the box, such that we can move this country in the right way.
Well, I hope those in positions of authority are listening to us and will take our advice to see things go smoothly in Nigeria. Let's before we leave politics, let's interrogate this minor report on the front page of a Tribune newspaper, and it's saying rising litigation cost raises concern over access to justice in election-related disputes. Rising litigation cost raises concern over access to justice in election-related disputes. This newspaper is saying that, of course, our various courts were littered now with election-related suits, cases, and they are not coming cheap. So it is highest justice for the highest bidder.
What do you expect? This is time for the lawyers, because it's a period that if you go to court, you are not going to represent yourself in court. It's not as if the court administrators or court administration is hiking the cost of the forms or whatever. But of course, the cost of representing people who are litigants, that's the thing. It will go up, and of course, it is you who needs to who has brought yourself into politics and who feels that you want to contest one particular thing or the other, that you have to pay. I don't see anything about that. If you don't like heat, don't go into the kitchen.
Well, there's a charring news on the front page of a Daily Trust. The news borders on the level of insecurity that is ravaging the country. The sharing news that troops arrest kidnap syndicate commander, recovers rifles and cash. Troops arrest kidnap syndicate commander, recovers rifles and cash. Beyond this particular story, I observed that after the rescue operation, the successful rescue operation of the abductees at Eriri in the Ogbomoso local government and several others across the country, we are now recording sporadic, if I can use that word, rescue operations across the country. What do you adduce to that level of success that we recorded?
Yes, I guess that the efforts of the government or the military is their efforts are paying off, in the sense that there seem to, when they at the time there, we were, each time I come on set here, there's always one attack story or the other. In the past 2 weeks or so, there's not been much of these things reported. And then, of course, the military, it could jolly well be the fact that a lot of incentives are being, directed to the
troops.
sector, as it were. Salary increase, and beyond that, there will be allowances and all the rest of it. And of course, training. And the government probably have been procuring ammunitions for them. So we would expect that they will perform. If the incentive is right, they will perform, and we need to really appreciate them. If you know what it means, because their lives is at stake. Their lives are at stake.
So motivation is high, and the level of operation and success is coming up in torrents.
Yes, yes, I can say that.
We only hope that the tempo will be sustained so
We,
that
we, we
Nigeria will
hope
be
so.
peaceful at the end of the day.
We hope so.
Let us wrap up now because we don't have much time. I can only thank you sincerely again for finding time to be here.
Thank you too. Thank you for having me. I enjoy doing this.
You're always welcome, sir.
Thank you.
That is the program this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow with our fresh edition of Newspaper Review and Analysis. Enjoy the rest of your day.